Bionic Gloves presents the Hands-On Golf Podcast, bringing anatomy and hand function to the forefront of glove design to improve comfort, fit, and performance. Bionic is a division of Hilrich & Bradsby Company, makers of Louisville Slugger bats and ball gloves. Bionic gloves are the only gloves designed by a leading orthopedic hand surgeon, Dr. Jim Kleinert. Bionic Golf Gloves has a great under $30 Father's Day gift idea, the Bionic Grip and Tip Combo, a great value gift pack that includes the award-winning Bionic Golf Glove and over an hour of video golf instruction from PGA teaching professionals. Ask for the Bionic Grip and Tip Combo at golf specialty stores and pro shops.
Welcome everyone to this edition of the Bionic Gloves Hands-On Golf Podcast. My name is Chaz Ra. I'm your host, and I'm here again at the Crescent Hill Golf Course in Louisville, Kentucky. And of course, I'm here with Barry Bonifield, the man himself, our Secret Service golfing PGA Pro, right here with you to answer this week's question. And this one comes in from Anthony, and you know what? He's from Canada. Hey. Like that? We have our little, no. Let's get into the question, right, Chaz? It says, Chaz, I have a problem when it comes to hitting the ball with my driver or 3-wood. It seems to hook a lot. I have been told that I hold the club too tightly. Do you have any exercises to correct this problem? You know, I think maybe running or jogging would help. That's a good exercise, right? Okay. It's your turn.
Anthony, disregard him. The how tight you're holding your club certainly does have an effect on how you hit the golf ball. But I sense that it probably would not necessarily be the grip pressure that you're using, but perhaps the position of your hands, and then an understanding of what the club head and club face does as you come into the golf ball. We'll cover that in a moment, and I promise you'll be real clear.
Well, Anthony, thank you for sending your question. Of course, you're going to get the official Bionic glove, and it's real easy. If you'd like to participate, all you have to do is send us an email, podcast@bionicgloves.com. And if we use your email, we'll send you one as well. But you must send us a question, your name, full mailing address, whether you're right or left-handed, and what size you wear. You do all that, and we use it. We'll be more than happy to send you a glove. So it's a beautiful spring day here in Louisville. We're going to get right out on the course to answer your question. But before we go, I always like to ask, please leave your feedback in iTunes and in YouTube. And please, if you have just anything you want to ask us about the gloves or questions in general, please keep the emails coming. Now, let's go get on the course and see how we can resolve this week's issue from Anthony in this edition of the Hands-On Golf Podcast.
Anthony, here we are out on Crescent Hill Golf Course, and your question relates to how do I stop hooking the driver and the 3-wood? Great question. First of all, let's talk about how to grip the club. And gripping the club is there is a perfect way to grip it, but there are some individual parts of the grip that may help you. And what I've found in my years of teaching is the simpler we can make it, the better, because any small change is only small for the person not involved in hitting the golf ball. For that person, it's a big, difficult change. As a golfer of 41 years myself, I know how tough that is to make any small change. And so I'm going to keep this as simple as I can for you, and hopefully you'll see a quick payback on this. First of all, let's talk about the grip. As a rule, when you put your hands on the club, we want to put the thumb, and I'm presuming you're a right-handed golfer. If you're not, just reverse what I'm saying. But I'm going to put my thumb down the right side of the grip. If you were a left-handed golfer, your thumb would go down the left side of the grip. Put my thumb down the right side, and from where I'm standing, I should be able to see the top of my second knuckle. That's that knuckle right back there. With just everything sitting here and me not moving my head and neck much, I should be able just to see it. And then my right hand, I'm going to put my pinky between my first and second fingers, and then I'm just going to cover that thumb with my right hand. And that's what I'd call a perfect grip, although somewhat neutral. If you wanted to hook it more, both hands would go to the right. So if your right hand is more under the club this way, then that is what, and I'm guessing that's probably how you're holding the club. Your right hand is probably well under the club. The more this index knuckle goes under the club, pointing toward the ground, the easier it is to hook the ball. So first thing we probably need to do is get your hands in a more neutral position. So let's put your left hand on there where you can see your first knuckle, just your first knuckle. And then just cover that thumb with the other hand, and this line between your thumb and index finger should point right up at your chin like mine does. Okay? Now, Let me show you what this club should do as you come into the golf ball, because there are two parts to every shot. One is the initial direction of the ball, one is the final direction of the ball. The initial direction is determined by which direction I swing. So your hook that you're talking about, if you're coming over the top of the ball and contacting the ball out here on this back side of the ball, the top quadrant coming this way, then that's a pull hook. We want to try to contact the ball on the inside quadrant. So with this golf ball, see these stripes right here? If these stripes point right at our target, I want to try to contact the ball right here. Not even here, if the tendency is to catch it out here and hit it as a pull hook. We want to catch it right here. And then let me show you what the club face should be doing as you come through. Here's my club face, here's my club head, and here's my club face. This club face, for a person hooking, they've got to work at feeling more of the heel of the club coming forward ahead of the toe of the club. Okay? So if this is my heel and this is my toe, I want to feel the heel coming into the golf ball prior to the toe. If your right hand is well under the club, that toe of that club is going to shut very quickly. So here's what it should look like. That heel of that club should come in and be ahead of the toe that way. There is no way you will hook the golf ball then. Now you've got to slow down a great deal to do this, because your tendency and your track record of what you're doing are going to fight you a little bit, and it's easy for us as men especially to go too fast and too hard at the golf ball. So you've got to slow it down and try to get the heel of the club coming in ahead of the toe just a little bit. Check that grip also. The grip is one of the 3 big keys in your golf game. Work on that real hard, and I think that's going to help you a great deal. Now, Anthony, to further illustrate this, let me hit a shot for you just so you can get a real good idea, okay? For more information, be sure to check with your local PGA golf professional or continue watching the BionicGloves.com podcast. Those will help you a lot. Thank you so much.